Nikki in Niagara, coming to you from Niagara Falls, Canada. Today I'm going to show you my August haul of coloring supplies and books, and then I have 4 items which aren't coloring related but are related to my hobbies, and I'll do those at the end in case you don't want to watch that. So let's get started. So first of all, no, I did not buy all those markers, but I did buy the container at Dollarama. It was $1.50. They came with lids, but I decided this was a great place to put my super tips, and I keep my super tips and my Stettler double-ended ones in here too. Some of them are numbered from back in the day when I originally got them, but I don't number them, or I just, you know, pick them out. So this isn't all of my super tips. I have quite a few more, but I'll wait until this starts to get a little bit empty before I transfer some more over. So also for a supply, I bought the, oh, I guess you can't see it very well. There we go. The 72 count of Sharpies, and this is how they come. I don't have the lid on it because I filled that up with all my Sharpies that I already own. And, oh, there's cat hairs in it already. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to match up the lists of the there's a color chart which shows us all the colors of the Sharpies and the names of them. So I'm going to be labeling all these and the ones I have so I can find out where I stand with what I have, and I will be able to use these to greater advantage. Next up is we'll be doing some books. So I got Satch and Satch Deva's latest stained glass book. This came out just at one of the last days of August, and I like almost freaked out. I love Egyptian coloring and I love his stained glass series, so I like hopped on that and got it ASAP. Also pre-ordered Marjorie Sarnat's new book. It didn't come as a pre-order. It came several weeks after it came out. Well, not several, but a couple of weeks after it actually released. I'm not a big unicorn person, but I did see some samples of some of the pages in here before I bought it, and then before I received it, I was seeing colored pictures of them, and I was really glad that I purchased it, because I mean, they're gorgeous pictures, and the unicorns are decorated so that it's not just like coloring a plain unicorn. So yeah, these are gorgeous pictures, and I didn't even show you anything inside this one. Jeez. So just look at these pictures. Aren't they awesome? Oh man, and there's some patterns too. Yeah, that is an awesome book. Coloring Book Cafe came out with a new book, which is pretty much a pattern book. It's called Mexican Fiesta, and so we have a lot of patterns like this. Sometimes there's a picture in the middle and then a pattern as a border, and sometimes the whole thing is a pattern. There's mandalas, and yeah, this I love Mexican colors, so that will be fun to do. Then I got a few Color Questopia books. They're new ones this month anyways. Got Flowers, color by number. This one seems like a fairly simple one. There's not a lot of colors used in each one. And then I got Significant Otter, which is one of their old ones that they've redone with a black background. And these are like patterned otters, so these are going to look awesome when they're done. And then they came out with their volume 2 of large print. And this, of course, is the black brown. So, I'm stuttering. Black background. So yeah, that's simple pictures to do. Is Prachi Dewan Sachdeeva came out with a new book, and this is patterns called Ceramic Tiles. It's kind of like a combination between her pattern books and Sachin's stained glass books. So that's pretty cool. And then I got myself another German book, and I didn't write down the title again. It's called Forest something, anyways. And, oh, I think it's called Forest Whispers. So this one is illustrated by Ursula Schwab. Oh, can I talk today? Ursula Schwab. And this is just absolutely gorgeous. I know for sure I'm getting all of these books that are illustrated by her, and then I will decide if I'm going to get, well, I know I'm going to get some of the other ones, but I'll decide if I'm going to get all of them or not. So that's a beautiful book. So I've decided that I'm going to buy one of those every month. This is the new Belba family Mosaic book, Wow Fairies, and I forgot to do this in my finished pages, so I'll just have to bring it over to next month to show you the finished pages I did in this. And let me put that aside. I hope I didn't do any more. Oh, I did. Got a couple more in here that were new books. So this is Debbie Densham's new book, Floral Mandalas, Volume 2, and the front of it has, I've done a flip through for this book already, so it's more explained there. I've explained it more. But you get a color palette for the front section, which are done on white backgrounds, and then you're not given a color palette for the one done on the black background. And this is that premium paper. I've done a few in there, and I really enjoy those. So that'll have to go on to showing you next month. I did some thrift storing, and I got myself a couple of books. This one was on my wish list. It's called the Wallpaper Book. It is missing its dust jacket, and it's got a little bit of scribbling on the front cover, and then it's got 2 pages that have a little bit of coloring on them in pencil, so shouldn't have any problem with that. So this has wallpaper throughout the ages from 1730 to 2014, and I'll just show you what a section looks like. So here, this is pencil, so I should be able to erase that. So we get information on 1730s wallpaper, and I think about this one in particular. So you get some small, you're shown the repeat pattern here, and then it's all put together into a pattern for you. And then they have the wallpaper on a wall, so you could color that, and that is really cool. You need fine liners for that though. So it does that with each section, so you know, let's go further in the book. I really like the 1800s. Okay, so here we have 1920 with our Art Deco. So here's your pattern repeat. Here's a full page of the pattern, and then here's a room with the wallpaper. So yeah, that's a pretty cool book. I also got this from the thrift store. It's Deborah Muller's Under the Sea book, which I don't have. So this is one of her older books for Zen Doodle. Let's see what year we got here. Yeah, 2016. So this would be one of her first books. And then I went to a dollar store, Dollarama, and I got myself one of Deborah Muller's latest books from Zen Doodle, Sleepy Sloths, and I believe this is 2020. Yeah, so this has just got Zen Doodly sloths everywhere. I like her animals, they're so cute. And I ordered myself a used book that I have been wanting for a very, very long time. This is called Dreamweaver, and it's by Olivia Whitworth. When I first arrived at BookTube, this was a book that people had, and it had just gone out of print, and I couldn't get it. So it's been on my wish list ever since, and the only time it ever came available on Amazon.ca, it was really, really expensive. So it came up for a really nice amount of money, and I decided, yes, you are finally going to buy that book. So it does have, I think on the first page, it has something done in pencil. Yeah, there we go. We've got the cat and these two lamps are done in pencil. But this is such an awesome book because it's like a story. And here's this lady, and she's in bed, and she starts to dream. And then her dream is taking over the pictures. And then she takes off into her dream world. And each picture will have her somewhere in her dream world. And sometimes it's just a little tiny picture like that. That's her. And this is her dream world. So since it's her dream, you don't have to color the pictures realistically. They could be, you know, weirdly colored landscapes. So I'll show you more when I do a flip of the book. But this is a book I've wanted for a long time. And it's got a little bit of gold foiling on the cover. So I didn't get a lot of stuff this month, but I think next we will take a look at, what have I got in here? Okay, so this is what I picked up when I was in is that Staples? Or Walmart? Can't remember, but I got this stuff from Dollarama. So I have Take Note felt tip pens. I've never tried those before. And I got the Take Note highlighter pens, which I've never tried before. They also had a set of the Stettler fiber tip pens, which figured I might as well pick up because I use water-based markers a lot. Then they had these again. So I got one of each color set. They used to have these several years ago, or a few years back, and then they disappeared, and they're back in again. So these are the big intensity, and these are ultra fines, and they're coordinated kits. I already have tons of these from when I picked them up before, but hey, I figured why not just pick up one more set of the colors there. And then I went into I can't remember if I got this from, yeah, I got this from Staples. And I picked up the ultra fine Sharpies for for the Mystic Gems, the new ones. So these are the ultra fine ones. So now I have the fine ones and the ultra fines. This was the last thing my sister sent me for my birthday, but it was like the last day of, or it was the first day of the month, and I had already filmed my July haul, so these are basically a birthday present. And these are from Aliexpress, and she has a set of these, and they're called Morandi, and they're by dwyEO. And then these ones are called Juice by dwyEO. And these are really awesome, and I hesitate to call them gel pens because they are made of some really interesting, I'm going to have to go get a swatch page. As you can see, they're kind of, well, let's get rid of the Juice ones and take a look at the Morandi ones first. You can see each one is kind of like color coordinated, and just that one's a pastel shade. Let me get one that has darker colors. So let's go with this turquoisey color because I like turquoise. It goes over here. And this is the whole set of these that she gave me. Now, I'll hold this up so you can see it, but it's more like, it's like a paint rather than a gel pen, and they are just like beautifully smooth. Now they have one centimeter nibs, but they are needle tipped. So these will get into really fine places, and it's opaque, this stuff, and you can see, let's give it a light a little bit, you can't really tell very well, but trust me, these are like really awesome. They're kind of a combination between paint pens and gel markers, or if you can say that. And then the other set is juice, and let's go with an orange this time. And these ones are brighter colors, but they're exactly the same thing. Actually, these aren't quite as thick as the other one, I think. Could just be the color. But yeah, I mean, it's going down like a paint, and it will smudge when it's wet, but I never tested it when it was dry. Oh yeah, okay, so I mean, like, it is like paint. So they do smudge, so you have to be careful of that. So these are really awesome. And yeah, if you do fine details, like these would be perfect in Joanna Basford's Lost Ocean book. Just fantastic. So if you do fine line work like that, like really detailed, I highly recommend you get these. I will try and put a link to Aliexpress where they are, so that you can find those, but those are like totally awesome. Did you get the feeling that I kind of liked those? And a few more books here. Oops, what is that? Okay, so Coloring Book Cafe came out with a classic horror coloring book, and I got the PDF of this one. So that's the cover. I'll just pull out the second page here, and you can see. So there's it, and what's his name? Is he Georgie? So anyways, that's Dracula. And the werewolf. Ooh. And a psycho. Yes, these are really good. And they're all of famous horror movies. That's how I print out my PDFs. I have to bring my table back to me. And then I ordered my very first John Wick book, and I hummed and hawed. There aren't a lot of videos, YouTube videos of his books, so I looked at the ones that I could, and I was trying to decide. I finally went with this one, which I believe he self-published, but not through Amazon. Oh no, it is an Amazon printed book, and it's just full of geometric patterns. Only thing I don't like about it is there's no frame. So it goes right into the center there. I might draw a small black frame, just, you know, a couple of millimeters away from the edge, so that it gives me somewhere to color. Also, it says geo pattern on top of each page, which is weird. But other than that, I'm thrilled. I can't wait to be starting working on some John Wick. And I got Deborah Muller's newest book. It's a little crinkled up from being in my box. So I decided last year that I can't collect all of Deborah Muller's books, at least not to start with. So what I'm collecting is all her like gothic, creepy horror books, and just the plain odd books. Some of her books aren't gothic, they aren't horror, they aren't creepy, but they're just weird or odd. So the combination of steampunk pirates, that definitely fits into my odd category. So I got this one. So these are just, you know, like her regular girl books. You get some close-ups and you get some far away with the girl standing there doing a pose. So yeah, these will be fun to do. There are quite a few like pin-up type pictures in here too. Camellia Angelkova came out with a new mandala book, and this one is, she calls them elaborate, but from her normal stuff, these are a little bit more detailed. They're nowhere near what I would consider detailed, but they're good ones. They're really good ones. So, like that. As of course I knew I would. And since I was picking up one of her books, I thought, okay, go ahead and pick up one of her backlist books that you haven't ordered yet. So I got the Mandala 54, and these ones are called highly detailed. And they are. These are definitely highly detailed mandalas. You will need your fine liners. Gel pens are probably even going to be too thick for these. So you're going to need your fine liners. Those markers that I showed you, the ones from Aliexpress, those will be perfect in here. So this was one of her very first books. And as you can see, I was kind of feeling the pattern love, so I decided to get myself a Lenka Boots book. The only person I could find who had done a flip through of any of her books was Lisa at Coloring My Way. She did a flip of 2 of her books. Neither of them was this one, but it gave me an idea of what her books look like, and so I decided to go with the tiled patterns. So that's that one. Now that's the end of the books, and I got this as my freebie. Every time you place an order, there's a special freebie of the day. So this, where does it say what it's called? On the back. I don't need that. So I got my first set of Cosmic Shimmer's watercolor paints. You can see the lid came cracked, but it's not, it hasn't gone all the way. Well, it is all the way through, but it's, you know. So these are called, should have looked it up first. This is the Decadent and Precious Metals set. So there's 10 watercolors in each one of their that's a little cover. I might as well keep it in there. So these are shiny. Do I have a water brush handy? Oh, I do. Is there water in it? That's the question. Yeah, there is. Okay. So this isn't going to be showing it at its best because you should really prime those. Well, here. Let's just do this green here. I love that color. So just let that sit for a second. I'll show you the next thing. So I picked up one of these, I think. Yeah, I decided to try one of the Glitter Kiss by Cosmic Shimmer. This is basically a Cosmic Shimmer order. So this is the Silver Chrome. And these are really cool because the top part is a sponge applicator. So I'll keep that out. I haven't tried these, so this is all new to me. So we get a little bit of this. Okay, so I've got a little bit on there, and then we... Okay, so this is like stickles, but a very, very fine glitter. And of course, a ton more. Now you could... I'm positive you could use a paintbrush with this stuff. It's so fine. So let's take a look at the glitter on that. I got this one because it was called... because it was called Silver Chrome. So I thought if anything was going to be shiny silver, it would be this. Ooh, look at that. That definitely is. Cool. Alright, so let's go back to this green paint here. Swirl it around. And let's try some of it out. Okay, well that's darker than I thought it was going to be. Maybe I don't have enough water. And there we go. Ooh. That's nice. Okay, so we'll just have to see what that looks like when it's dried. Here's my problem. I don't have a cloth. Oh, there. I've got a Kleenex over here. I'm making a mess. Oh well. That's half the fun. Okay. That's cleaned off. Okay, gonna have to wait for it dry to see what it does. Okay, then next, I bought Luna paste the last time I ordered Cosmic Shimmer stuff, and I really liked it, so I decided to get 2 more of them. I wasn't too thrilled with the glitter texture paste. To me, that was just like, it was a more coarse Stickles, and I didn't really like that. So anyways, I like the Luna paste. I'll just use my finger for this. So this one is, sorry, Stellar Ice. So they have 2 sets of these Luna pastes. They have Moonlight set, and the 2 I got were Moonlights. And then they have a set of Stellar. So we'll see maybe what the difference is between these 2 when I put them side by side. Okay, so really not much different than this. I like the applicator of this one. I love that it has it, because I mean you can use anything you want to dip into the, you can use anything you want to dip into there, but if you're doing a big area, you've got the sponge. Okay, so this one is the Moonlight. So this is Moonlight Silver. Okay, see, the Moonlight has a colored base, while the Stellar does not. Now I'm getting it all over the lid, which won't go on properly. Or is that it? Is that how it goes on? No. What's the problem here? No, I guess that's how it goes on. Wipe my finger. Okay, well the shine on those 2 is pretty much the same. This one's white and this one's silver. And look at our chrome. Can't really see too much of that watercolor yet. It's not completely dry. It's still pretty wet. Okay, then I got, what is this one called? I think I only got one of these. I think it's time for me to empty out the box. Pretty sure I only got one of these, and this is the Matte Chalk Polish. So this is for doing a background. Again, it has the sponge on the end, and then this, oops, is kind of a, looks like it needs stirring. Let's get a brush here. This is like really, like, no, I guess it doesn't need stirring. It's just kind of like jelly. That's weird. But yeah, I can't see this being usable with a paintbrush. That's just too thick and goopy. So let's try getting some on. Oof, a lot. Okay, so this is basically like a chalk paint, and you can color your surface with it very nicely, nice and smooth. So I just got one of those because I wanted to try it. Didn't know what it was going to be like, so decided to try it. Well, I'll definitely use that for backgrounds and then maybe stencil something on top of it. Okay, the next one I got 2 of. And this is the metallic gilding polish. So I got Ocean Teal and Apricot. Now I thought, I haven't tried this before, but I decided to get 2 of them because it's metallic, so I'm just going to use my fingers so that. Okay, so this looks to have a thick consistent, yeah, this is very thick. This is like a texture paste. But oh my goodness. That is bright. Look at my finger. Oh man. That dries quickly too. But using the sponge with that, that is going to make a really nice smooth background. Okay, so we won't try the other one. This is the other thing that came broken. The thing right here has a little crack in it right there. It's not affecting the way it goes on though, so not going to worry about it. Then I decided to try this. It's Cosmic Shimmer. Everything has been Cosmic Shimmer up to this point, and this is watercolor ink. So basically this is concentrated. It just needs to be shook because the metallic has gone to the bottom, and you can hear that there's a ball in there for mixing. So the metallic part will fall to the sink to the bottom, so it will need shaking. Now this has a dropper, and it's got a little button on the top for you to push, and out comes. So we'll just do a couple of drops here. So you can use this full strength, or you can put a couple of drops on a palette and add some water to it and get varying degrees of. So let's just do this one with my straight brush. So, you know, there's your watercolor. Now let's add some water to this one. And get a much more like a watercolor there. This looks really shimmery too. So that's concentrated that you're getting in that little jar. So honestly, you saw those 2 drops I did. That's going to last you a long time, even though it looks so tiny. So we'll let that dry. Now the last thing I got, it's not Cosmic Shimmer, I just noticed it was on sale for half price, and it was kind of the thing I was picking up that day. So I said, why not? Well, it was only excuse me. It was only $9.99. So this is the Spectrum Noir Aqua Tint watercolor ink. So same sort of stuff as this. And this is the Perfect Pastels set. So it's got 3 colors. Does it say? Here they are. Moonstone, Cosmos, and Rose Quartz. And I'm sure it says on the containers too. Yeah, it says right on it. Okay, so these are all sealed up, so let's just do one. And I imagine this is just exactly the same as the other one where it's concentrated ink. Oh, it comes with a dropper too. No, what's that? It comes with 2 droppers. 3? Oh, okay, it comes with a dropper for each one. So yeah, you get 3 droppers. Now you could use this full strength. Let's put a drop there, and let's put a couple of drops there. I don't think this is metallic, it's just Moonstone watercolor ink. So let's use the brush, and let's use this one full strength. Okay, so got a nice watercolor color there when it's full strength. So this is probably going to be a bit too washed out when you add water to it. Well, you see how it goes much further when you add some water to it. Just a much paler version of the same color. Alright, so let's hold these up and take a look at some of these shimmers now. Now that my hands are all, and I probably have a permanently blue finger for a while as well. Is that watercolor dry up there? Oh yeah, I can see the shimmer. It's not like in your face, but it's definitely there. It's not completely dry. So we're taking a look at this one. And now all the other ones. These two, this one isn't shimmering, but let's take a look at that blue. Whoa, look at that blue. And look at these. And look at the yellow. That's the watercolor ink from Cosmic Shimmer. And then this is just watercolor ink from Spectrum Noir. So yeah, those are really good. I got some interesting colors, but I love blue and green, so, and especially the blue-green or the green-blue, turquoise, teal, aqua, whatever color you want to call it. I like that. So that is my whole entire haul, guys. So I got quite a bit of supplies this time, and probably notice I usually get more books than supplies, and my book pile is really rather decent. There's probably, how many did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Looks like 18 if I counted correctly. 18 books and quite a bit of supplies. So now I have a few things to show you that are not coloring related but are hobby related. So I told you in my last color in chat that I was going to try some puzzles. So these are the puzzles that I picked up at a thrift store. So this one is from the Warner Brothers shop, and it is called Coffee House, and it's 1,100 pieces, and I just had to pick this one up because, you know, how often are you going to run into this? And then the other thing I got was a Dowdle. That's the artist. His name is Eric Dowdle, and this is called Canadian Hockey, and this has all these houses in this small town flying their Canada flags, and we have the children playing ice hockey, and little girls, or not necessarily girls, but you know, children skating in the back, figure skating in the background and playing hockey here. So again, I got this because it's not something that I would come across very frequently. So those are the two I'm going to start off with. The hockey one was 1,000 pieces, so I didn't give myself a break. I went right into those. Now, next thing is 4 books, 4 reading books. First of all, one of my dear subscribers to this channel suggested this book to me a little while ago, but not that long ago, saying that I might like it, and you were right. I freaked out when I took a look at it, and I got this in the hardcover edition because it's nonfiction, and I really like to have nice copies of my nonfiction titles that I want to keep. So this is called Monster, She Wrote, The Women Who Pioneered Horror and Speculative Fiction. So every chapter is about a woman, and it goes chronologically, you know, from like the 1700s, the first one, no, the 1600s, with Margaret Cavendish, and then it ends with, what do we have for the last person? Oh, the last section goes a little bit differently, or is she? Yeah, the last part is done a little bit differently as it talks about new people. It talks about the new sections of horror fiction, weird fiction, serial killer fiction, all this sort of stuff. And they're 20th century art authors there. But I've read this already. I just went through it from beginning to end, and now I know I'm going to use it as a reference for a very long time. So there are some fiction books that this series is publishing, you know, based on the recommendations in there. So I decided to get them in order, and the first one is a set of short stories. So I haven't read this yet because I'm currently reading H.P. Lovecraft's complete set of fiction, which is like 1,100 pages, so it'll take me a little while to finish that. I'm at 34% though. So this is The Women of Weird Tales, and it has it has 4 authors who wrote short stories for the Weird Tales magazine in here. So I think it has about 13 stories in it, which is for some reason is usually how many stories your average short story book will have in it is 13. I think I counted this and it did have 13. Where is it? There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I got those. And I'm just in love with them. I got the paperback copy of this. And then I went thrift storing and I picked up a couple of books for myself. I haven't bought myself books from a thrift store in ages. So I bought a Fanny Flagg, one that I haven't read, because I haven't read Southern fiction in forever, and I used to really, really, really enjoy Southern fiction. Both the funny, quirky stuff and the really deep, dark stuff as well. So this is Can't Wait to Get to Heaven by Fanny Flagg. I haven't read that. And then I also picked up Hell House by Richard Matheson. Now he's the one who wrote I Am Legend, which I highly recommend, even if you've seen the movies, because none of the movies are like the book. And especially the newest one with, what's his face? I can't even remember actors' names anymore, but you know who I mean. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah, it's nothing like the book I Am Legend, but this is another one of his famous books called Hell House, which I've never read, so I was looking forward to that. When I buy books, I'm going to get myself trade paperbacks so that they look nice on the shelves. I've actually ordered myself a new bookcase so that I can make my books in the home look more inviting and appealing and attractive. Let's bring this out here. And the Morandis, if you remember those, and the take notes, and a bunch more stuff. So, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed taking a look at what I had to show you today. Possibly you found out about something new. The Cosmic Shimmer items are available on scrapbook.com. Some of them are probably available on Amazon, but I've found that Amazon prices for Cosmic Shimmer are more expensive than scrapbook.com. So I won't leave links for those. I'll put the name of them down below in the description though, so you know what to search for. I'll put a link to scrapbook.com so you know what to search for. And I'll put links to the other stuff, the books, and this stuff for Amazon links down below. And like I said, I would try to get the Aliexpress links for these really cool gel/paint pens. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day or a good evening.